What's up, everybody? Ghost Girl 007 here, and today's video is going to be a ghost story. But before we get into this video, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the notification button so you get notified when I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's get into this ghost story for today. Today's ghost story takes place in Iowa. Today's ghost story is about the Villisca Axe murder house. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. The villisca Axe murder house in Iowa is the kind of attraction that speaks for itself. It doesn't need added kitsch or loads of billboards to bring in visitors. The name of the place says it all, and the gruesome legends surrounding this house are the only advertisements needed. The publicity comes naturally, mostly from true crime and ghost enthusiasts. Now for the backstory. In the very early morning hours of June 11th, 1912, sometime between midnight and 5 a.m., 8 people were bludgeoned to death with an axe inside the home of the Moore family, including all 6 family members and 2 friends of one of the daughters. 6 of the victims were children. The night of June 10th, more hours before the killings, the family had gone to church, which ended at 9:30 p.m., and arrived back at the house around 9:45 or 10. Cigarette butts in the attic led investigators to believe that the killer snuck into the attic while the family was out and hid there until they fell asleep. Like most people in Villisca at the time, the Moore family didn't lock the doors to their house when they went to church. The parents, Josiah and Sarah, I hope I said his name right, were the first victims. The killer only used the blade of the axe on Josiah, which received the most brutal beating. The rest of the victims were murdered with the blunt side of the axe, which had belonged to Josiah. The family friends who were staying in the guest room, Ina Mae Stillinger, age 8, and Lena Gertrude Stillinger, age 12, were the last to be killed. All the victims except Lena appeared to have been asleep when they died. Lena was the only one who appeared to have defensive wounds and was lying across the bed. The axe was left in the guest room next to a 4-pound piece of slab bacon. At some point, the killer had covered all the mirrors with blankets and clothes and cooked himself a plate of food, which was left untouched in the kitchen. He also left behind a bowl of bloody water. There's something so hauntingly intriguing about little details like this in unsolved cases. The gruesome killings were discovered the next morning by Mark Peckham and Josiah Moore's brother. There were plenty of suspects, but till this day the murders are still left unsolved. Naturally, a house with such a dark past quickly became known as one of America's most heinous and creepy hauntings recorded. The house was lived in for years after the murders. Although families never stayed for long, there's not a ghostly phenomenon that hasn't been reported at the house. Disembodied footsteps, things moving by themselves, voices and apparitions have been heard and seen, as well as shadows. bad vibes, you name it. Villisca has it. But will this spooky murder ever be solved? We may never know. Until next time, sweet nightmares, everyone. Or should I say, sweet dreams to all, and all a good fright, my ghostlings. Till next time, everybody keep up with the creeps. Stay creepy. Stay spooky. Do all the haunting stuff. I don't care. You know? Find yourself some ghosts. And I'm out.